On March 27, 2016, this is Social Lesson number 19, Day 4, Part 3. Greeting Bridge friends, and welcome back to another episode where we're going to take a look at more on preemptive bids. Now, in the last session, we took a look at what a good criteria is, opening 2 of the top 3, maybe sometimes 3 of the top 5, taking a look at the relative seat when you open the bidding, that is where there's some previous passes. Now, this time we're going to take a look at RONF. RONF, you say. Raise only non-forcing. It's an acronym. When we raise a preempt from, say, 2 spades, you go to 3 spades, that is not an invitational bid at all. Anything else, as we'll take a look at, is forcing. So we'll take a look at the bids, opening a new suit, or responding with 2 no trump and see what the impact is of that, as well as if we do make a 2 no trump and your partner shows a side suit feature, how about that? That's good things when you have 2 of the top 3 in your original suit. Or where it goes 2 of a suit, 2 no trump, and you go 3 no trump. Yes, that's kind of an interesting permutation also. And then we've got several hands to play at the table. So, okay, let's go ahead and jump aboard. See you there. So, disciplined or not, the 2 types of preemptors. 1, the ones who do with 2 of the top 3 honors in their preempt suit, or 3 of the top 5 at least, in first or second seat, considering vulnerability, and no voids, or else you have 2 long suits. Okay, good. The second type, the creative bidders, those who just like willy-nilly like to make preemptive bids. Maybe they got 2 points one time and 12, 13 points the next. Yikes! You don't know what they're doing. How can you be a good partner when they're mastermind the bidding? They're saying, I just soon play a solo game. Well, I'd say, well, maybe you should be playing tennis or golf or something else. I don't know why you're playing a partnership game if you don't want to be a good partner. I feel very strongly about that if you're going to have a long partnership where you're going to grow and be effective opponents. Now, if you think the opponents are better than you, I guess sometimes desperate times for desperate measures, but really, I think you ought to be playing against some other opponents if that's the case. All right. So, try to be in that first group. And next, don't preempt in the 4th seat because it's not a preempt at all. So it normally shows 6 or 7 losing trick count hand. We spoke about those earlier, what a losing trick count hand might be. So if you've got a good suit quality, that ace, queen, jack, say 6 times in a suit, 2 useful outside honors with them, and maybe 12, 13 points, that would be the time to do it. But be sure your partner knows about it. If they think it's a weak 2, even if it's in 4th seat, then oh well, maybe you're going to be missing some games. So at any rate, that's kind of a special treatment. We don't preempt in the 4th seat is the point I'm trying to make. Okay, RONF, raise only non-forcing. When our partner raises our preempt suit, 2 hearts to 3 hearts, this is the RONF, raise only non-forcing. That should be a capital F over there. So that means is that partner, that's not an invite. It's don't want you to bid 4 hearts. I want it to be harder for them when I bid 3 hearts to find their fit. Maybe when they make another bid, I plan on making a penalty bid to them. That doesn't mean you're allowed to make another bid. So this is a non-forcing bid. In fact, you're expected to pass. It's a sign-off, drop-dead bid. So how about 2 hearts? Partner, you bid 2 hearts, I bid 2 spades. This is a forcing bid. You're not allowed to pass it. Only the raise by me of your suit is where you can pass. So you must bid again. And if you have nothing else to bid, just bid 3 hearts. But if you have an outside ace or a king, then please show me that suit. Assuming that you've got a good heart suit, I'm expecting you to have 2 of the top 3, right? If you got 3 of the top 5, I don't want to know about your outside ace or king. Okay. 2 hearts and 2 no trump, the most common of all. That is a feature ask. That is not saying I want to play in no trump. You bid 2 hearts, 2 diamonds, 2 spades, whatever it is at the 2 level. Then I bid 2 no trump, and that is saying I want to hear more if you have any aces or kings. And you've got 2 of the top 3 in your suit. And if so, I want you to bid that. If not, just come back to 3 of your suit. And if you have this special situation, that is where you have the ace, king, queen in the suit, well, that's pretty nice, isn't it? Unless they've got jack 4th against us, we're going to take all the tricks in that suit, and that's a doggone good thing to have. So yeah, we might be heading for game, for slam, don't know what the partner's intention, but if you rebid 3 no trump, that doesn't say I want to play in 3 no trump, it just tells your partner you do have the ace, king, or queen. Try not to forget it. It won't come up often, but when you have it and your partner does a feature ask, you just go from 2 no trump to 3 no trump. Okay, next. 3-level preempts, obviously they show 7 cards. 6-card suit, then we're going to be bidding 2-level, except the 2 clubs, which is a strong bid, of course. So next we're going to take a look at the guide, not the rule necessarily, of the 2, 3, and 4. Wise bidders will consider the vulnerability around the table. Bid higher when the doubled preempts don't really hurt as much, right, when you're non-vulnerable. So best vulnerability, you're non-vulnerable versus a vulnerability. Go down 4. We'll get into that in a second. Average, same vulnerability, both vulnerable, both non-vulnerable, go down 3. Worst vulnerability, we're vulnerable and they're non-vulnerable, we go down 2. So that's the 2, 3, and 4. So we have adverse vulnerability, we can go down 2. That would be 200 for the first one, 300 for the second one, 500. Well, that's going to hurt a bit if they can only make a game and only get like 400 in some. So there's some risk there. Average vulnerability is where you can go down 3. Let's say we're both non-vulnerable. 100, 300, 500. All right. How about the best vulnerability? Not vulnerable versus vulnerable. Okay, we get doubled down 2. 100, 300. They're vulnerable. Well, they can get 600, 620, something like that. So things to consider. This is not a firm rule, but when you have favorable vulnerability, you're green versus they're red, great. Go ahead and bid up a little bit more. If you have red vulnerability versus green, well, some people say vulnerability is for sissies, but I don't know if I would go that far. Sure to at least be aware of it, because good opponents maybe will say double for penalty. And if they couldn't make a game and you made a phantom sacrifice, well, that's not so good. Okay, more on the rule of 2, 3, and 4. Let's take a look at 8 losers in side suit, meaning 5 winners. Something such as ace, queen, 6 times, so it's a 6, 3, 2, 2. Okay, you see the 8 losers here? Clubs, 2. Diamonds, 2, that's 4. Hearts, another 3. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1 in the suit. We only count the top 3, right? So we've only got 1 loser for the third one here. That would be 8 losers, 5 winners. Okay, so non-vulnerable versus 5. Okay, if we think we have 5 tricks with this hand, then 5 plus 4, if we're non-vulnerable versus vulnerable, we could bid 3 spades. Now, I think most people would say, you know, I don't know. It's a 6-card suit. Everybody bids 2 spades at it, and that's why I say it's just a guide. But if you're in third seat, non-vulnerable versus vulnerable, I'd say stretch a little bit. Yeah, you know that if there's 2 passes and you've only got 6 points, there's a ton of points over to your left. So that might be a time to go ahead and bid 3 spades. You might steal the auction. They may end up in 5 diamonds and miss their 3 no trump. Who knows what would happen? But in third seat, this might be a good tactic to use this rule guide of 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Same vulnerability. Well, now we have our 5 tricks and we take 3 more, right? Because we're using rule of 2, 3, 4. 3 is the one both the same. So we would bid 2 spades, doubled down 2. Could go 3 or 500 depending upon whether you're vulnerable or not. Okay, next, vulnerable versus not. Now we only want to go down 2. It's the risk has gone up quite a bit. We have our 5 tricks. 2 plus 5 is 7. Maybe you want to pass. I think most people will still do it with ace queen 6 times. You'd feel better if it was ace king. If it was ace jack and out, well, that's not 2 of the top 3, is it? You want to be careful with that one, because if you were to go down 2, doubled 500 points, and they don't even make that much when they get their game, so the risk reward goes up there. Well, okay, let's go ahead and head for the table and take a look at some bridge hands here at Bridge Hands. Okay, well, if you're ready, let's go ahead and roll up our proverbial sleeves. Hey, no sleeves. And we'll go ahead and play a couple hands and start to use our RON, raise only, non-forcing. That is when our partner's made a week 2 bid and we have some requisite values to want to ask for some more information. Okay, so we'll have West be the dealer. It's a 5-4-3-1, and it looks like 3 high card points, and they're in the black suits, no bid. Over into the north, it is a 6-3-3-1, ace, queen, jack, 6 times in diamonds, king 3 times in clubs, 3 hearts, and a spade. Do you want to open that 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, something else? Well, I think we would, in most cases, want to make that 2 diamond. Now, I know we talked about vulnerability, but in this type of a situation, yes, we do have a 50% chance of preempting our partner because there's already 1 pass here. And if we're bidding, then there's a question mark bid for 2 players. So I would still choose 2 diamonds. Now, if it was a major suit with this type of points, I might do something different. Interesting. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2 more distribution for anything beyond 4, which is certainly a +2 there, I believe. It's a nice promotable suit. And we do have an outside king. So 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 2 is 9 plus 3 is 12. A major, I'm going to open it 1 of a major, rebid the major, 2 diamonds. I don't think we're going to be in 3 no trump or 5 diamond from my perspective. So if my partner knows some RON bids, then we'll go ahead and use that, and that's where we're going. So we'll make a 2 diamond call here. Some of you may want to make 1 diamond and rebid 2 diamonds. I'm okay with that. Over to the east hand. It's a 4-3-3, 4-4 in the majors. Queen, jack, 9-8, nice heart suit. King 10, 4 times the spades, reasonable suit. 10-9 little in the diamonds, and an ace doubleton. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a pass over 2 diamonds. No, you don't want to come in with that one. Okay, so I guess we're the one who got preempted in the south here, didn't we? So we've got a 4-3-3, ace, queen, 4 times in spades, king 3 times in diamonds, 3 clubs to the 10, and ace, king, 10 spot in hearts. So 6, 7, 8, 9, and another 6. Okay, so we've got like a hand we'd open no trump. Normally when we have these types of hands, we want to bid no trump. 2 no trump, that is. So 2 diamonds, pass, 2 no trump, which says, partner, we want some more information. We'd like you to further to describe your hand. If you have nothing, come back in 3 diamonds. If you've got something else, such as an outside ace, outside king, and your diamonds are pretty good, 2 of the top 3, then tell me about that side suit. That is 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, where you've got ace or king, and your partner does. So not going to be rebidding 3 diamonds. Instead, where you've got 2 of the top 3 and an outside king, you will want to rebid 3 clubs. Say, partner, we've got some extras, and it's in the club suit. A pass by east, we in the south. Well, that was just what we wanted to hear because our club suit was pretty crummy. Well, we do have a 10 spot, and maybe that'll be of use to us, wink, wink. But yeah, so once we hear that they've taken care of our gap in the club suit by having an ace or a king in that suit, then we are going to for sure want to rebid 3 no trump, and the auction passes out. Now you might have just bid 3 no trump straight away, but if your partner has no stoppers in clubs, they'll mow down 4 or 5 tricks right in front of you before you knew what happened. So it's better to use the 2 no trump feature ask bid for hands just like this. Okay, well, the opening lead is over here by this hand over in the west. What would you want to lead? Remember our last lesson? Yeah, this would be the algorithmic bid. In other words, we're going to be using our sequence suit, and we have a sequence suit with the queen, jack, 9. We don't lead 4th best in something like this. That would not work for you at all. But instead, we would want to lead the top of our sequence that's connected. We have the queen, jack connected, missing the 10, so we would still lead the queen. All right? Okay, so that's going to be the lead. Let's see what that does for us. Opening with the lead, okay, we take a look at the dummy, and it's your play. Well, as you might have noticed, if you play the king, that is a loser play. If you play a little, you can make your contract and make an over trick. And why is that? Well, if you play with the king, and they take the ace, well, you should know that the queen is not from nothing. So it's the top of a sequence, so queen, jack, 10, something like that, but they don't have the 10, so it'd be a queen, jack, 9 or something along those lines, wouldn't it? So if we go with the queen, then the king, then the ace, and they can come back in the suit, which ostensibly they could, then look what we've got here. The 7, whether we go up or not, they're going to take the next 4 tricks, and we're going to be going down 1 right away. But if we instead played low, if they don't want to take it, fine. We're going to go ahead and make 6 diamond tricks and 2 more aces, so that'll be nice. So they almost have to go up with it, don't they? So, and if they do, they can come back in it, and we can play the 10, and the jack goes, and now our king does get a trick, doesn't it? If they don't want to take it, we just get our trick straight away. And once that happens, we can see that the diamond suit is golden, right? We've got the top 4, so even if they do have 10 4 times against us, no problem there with our 9-card suit there, because there is 6 tricks for sure. In the heart suit, we've got another 2 tricks there. We've made 1 in the club suit right here. And in the spades, we don't even have to take the finesse, do we? We only need 1 trick. If you want to take the finesse, you can go ahead and do that, but you've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tricks. No need to be greedy on it, probably. So, yeah, we've made our game. So the point of this lesson here is that when your partner makes a weak 2 bid, you can make a 2 no trump response, and that forces your partner to bid. Now, you can't say pass in this. Maybe you say, well, I don't really have much. Maybe we can make 2 no trump. No, you are not the captain. You made your preempt bid. You must respect your partner, who is the captain, and will steer the auction to its final closure. So if you don't have any extras, don't have that outside king, just rebid 3 diamonds and let your partner go ahead and take control from there. Okay, let's take a look at the next hand. Okay, so this time we're going to be in the south. We'll make the first bid, and it is a 6-3-2-2. Not our favorite shape. We like 6-3-3-1s. As I said, 6-4-2-1s with an outside major, not good. 6-4 with a outside honor in the 4-card suit is even worse, a useful honor like ace, king, or queen, because now you probably got a 6-loser hand. So, okay, this is fine shape, and we certainly like our spades. Ace, king, queen, 6 times. How about that? It's got like 6 plus 3 is 9. Is definitely a semi-self-sustained suit. So our losers are probably none in spades, unless there's jack 4th against us. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Some people say, well, just open at 1 spade with a semi-self-sustained suit, and I wouldn't have a problem with that. But if you're in first seat, I think it's okay, even vulnerable. If you're in third seat, by all means, do it. Yes, because they have to come in at the 3 level now. And you only have 9 points, so there's probably quite a few points behind you. So, okay, they do 2 spades. And over here to the west hand, they say, well, I don't have the points. They've got a 5-4-3-1 with a king 3 times the hearts, queen 4 times the diamonds, 5 small clubs, singles and spade, pass. Over to the north hand, okay, our partner here again has got the points. So this is a 5-3-3-2. Ace, king 5 times in diamonds, king doubleton in clubs, ace 3 times in hearts, and 3 nice spades in our partner's spade suit, jack 10 little. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, yes, definitely count the jack because of partner suit, 15, maybe 1 distribution point for the diamonds. So what do you want to make for a call here? 4 spades or something else? Pass? I hope not. Yeah, 2 no trump again. So we would like the auction to go 2 spades, a pass, and 2 no trump, asking for more information. A pass over by East, which has a 4-4-3-2, 4-4 in the rounded suits, ace, queen, jack 4 times in clubs, queen, jack 10, 9, reasonable heart suit, little else. So after coming back to us, what's our feature on the side suit? Negatory. So do you want to just go 3 spades? I hope not. No, we want to do this time when we have all 3 of the toppers, This calls for a 3 no trump bid, which is conventional from a perspective insofar as that it's not saying you want to play in no trump. It says, I have the ace, king, queen partner. Maybe your partner wants to be in slam, grand slam, we don't know where. So it says, I have the top 3. And obviously you don't have an outside ace or king if you have the top 3, or you should be opening at the 1 level, right? Okay, so 3 no trump, pass. Well, that's kind of nice. That was what you wanted to hear, was that your partner has some extras, and that is the ace, king, queen 6 times. So you have no losers in spades. There's 6 tricks for sure there with your jack 10. Ace of hearts, 7, 8, 9. If the king of clubs is going to be helpful, well, there's 10. Or maybe you can promote this diamond suit. Wink, wink. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so we're going to have the ball in play. And what would you want to lead here from the west hand? Well, we'd want to listen to the auction. Remember, we talked about that before. Count inferences and use our algorithms. And we don't really have a great lead this time, do we? We know that South has got ace, king, queen in their suit. We can ask if we're not sure. I wouldn't ask during the live auction before my opening lead. I say, what was that 3 no trump all about? Oh, that says they have the ace, king, queen in the preempt suit. Okay, thank you. So we could lead the top of nothing in clubs, don't lead the 4th best from 6. No, you'd want to have some kind of a useful honor like the ace, king, or queen. And you wouldn't want to do it against when you outside the ace when you have an unprotected ace, because they're in a suit contract of 4 spades. So okay, the lead comes out with a 5 of hearts. That's relatively good. I like leading away from an ace or a king where you want to make a fairly regular lead. They win with the ace in the north hand. The dummy, they call for the ace, that is, and a queen says, I like the heart. So they said, yeah, play it again, Sam. Okay, so you need to make your play strategy. And you remember we talked about, first off, we like to do promotion. Next, we like to do roughing. And third, we like to do finesses. So we don't really have any chance for roughing here, do we? The heart suit, we had 3, 3 there. Club suit, we could try a finesse. And the diamond suit, well, I guess we've got 5 and 2. Okay, well, let's give it a try here and see what we're going to do. Play a spade back to the queen. Okay, 1 round of trump. Now we had, how many was it? 9? There's 2 out, 2 left. We go with the low diamond to the king. And oh my gosh, there's a jack played by East. Oh, East is kind of liking to do a little fake out, making it look like a singleton. Since we haven't pulled trump, they're going to test our metal. But our play strategy should be, rather than to do the finesse, which as you can see is going to fail if you try that, is instead try to do a promotion. Now you have 5 and 2 is 7. That means there are 6 left. They're 3, 3, 1 and 3 times, at 36% chance. They're 4, 2, half the time, 48% chance. So our odds are technically a little bit better by trying to promote a suit. If it doesn't, we can still try our finesse later anyway. Okay, so we're going to play on and hope that it was a doubleton or something. Yes, or maybe it was a tripleton. They're faking us out. So that was good to know. We'll go ahead and play a 3rd diamond. They rough it, doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and rough it. And rough it with the king. Why not with the 9, 8, 7? Huh. Any ideas on why? Yes, there is a reason. Remember, we want to promote this suit. You need to get entries to this hand. It's all about entries. And you have entries here. You don't really have an entry here because that's the one you have to finesse if you do later. So you need to keep these spades for an entry. So we're going to play high because after all, we have everything, all the high ones, all the way down to the king. So I hope that makes sense. All the way down to the 6, that is. All right, so we go ahead and play a spade up to our 10, and we play another diamond. And yes, it was 4, 2, so there's the last diamond. And now at this point, we can play a spade back to the jack, and the diamond suit has been promoted. That little 4 is going to take a trick, and we're going to pitch a club rather than to try to finesse the club. And when we're able to pitch a loser, fine, now come back with a heart, give them that heart by all means. Ace of clubs, give them 1 club. Oh, the ace was behind the king. and there's the other club. Sorry, we're out. We're going to go ahead and either rough it or pitch a losers. They can have their third, and the rest are ours. So we have 11 tricks by this line of play. Whereas if we happen to go the other way, ace, spade back, and now we do a finesse up to the king. They win the ace, take the queen, and that's not quite so good, is it? Because now we can see is that we're going to have ultimately 2 heart losers here. Not much we can do about that because we didn't do the promotion play. So sometimes we get these things where we have to take a look at what the opening lead was and what our play strategy is. And in this case, we have a 5 and a 2-card suit. That's 7. And so that means they have 6. And most of the time, they're going to be this 4-2 shape. If you're lucky, it's 3-3 shape, and then it's kind of home free. But if you don't do a unblocking play, you're going to be in a heap of trouble, because what's going to happen is they are going to go ahead and make it so you don't get to the dummy. Well, okay, bridge friends, I hope you enjoyed the show so far. That completes part 3, and we have one more to go with a couple more hands. We're going to take a look at preempts, where not only the opener preempts, but the responder has a chance to up the preempts. Something you may want to do when your partner makes a preempt, when you don't have a lot of values, and you want to make it difficult for the opponents to find their best contract. Then, if they do that to us, we'll take a look at the corollary of that, and on the reciprocal, we'll see if we can go ahead and still find our way to the game. So in this session here, remember we took a look at the RONT, the raise only non-forcing. That is, when it's something other than raise the partner suit, it does demand partner to bid again. Oftentimes they'll just rebid 3 of their suit with nothing else. But if they do have 2 of the top 3 in their preempt suit and an outside ace or king, then they'll go ahead and show that feature after, let's say, 2 diamonds, 2 no trump. And we have that rare circumstance, but still happens sometimes, where we have ace, king, queen 6 times in the suit, in which case we rebid 3 no trump. Not to say that we want to play in 3 no trump necessarily. Might be if it's a diamond suit, 2 diamonds, 2 no trump. We do 3 no trump, saying we have ace, king, queen 6 times. Well, okay, I hope you enjoyed that part of it so far. So we'll see you over on part 4 to do a fantastic closing. So thanks for hanging in there, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye for now.